Greetings. Today we are setting up and unboxing the low-cost track saw from Amazon. Probably the cheapest one on the site that's going to be functional across the majority of skill saws out there. So let's see how this goes. This is one of those projects where you're going to want to read the directions. A guess and check approach is probably not going to work well for you if you've never done this before. Ask me how I know. Getting the initial components out and putting that manual to the side, I went directly to the assembly of the track first. With the track placed upside down, I took these two extruded aluminum brackets. Maybe they're not extruded, maybe they're just aluminum, and I slid them into each side of the track so that there's two holes on one side and two holes on the other side. Once that was done, we were able to slide these two components together, align our two holes on each side of the two track pieces like so, and now we are ready to bolt these in. Now, I put the first two bolts in, and then I realized we need some Loctite here. Blue Loctite, so that we can pull them out in the future without needing heat, but still a good enough thread glue that hopefully they'll never come out. This is the confusing part.
Are you going to screw in those eyes onto the plate?
Oh, do I put this plate on next though? Okay, that plate that's in my hand that's made of plastic, that I'm just holding there and then I set on the foam pad, that just slides into the end of the track saw and holds it square onto whatever board you're cutting. So let's just clarify that right now. Okay, now let's move back onto mounting the saw to the track slider assembly. First things first, we are going to connect the saw so that it is on the outside edge, and by that I mean the edge you can see it's on in this video, to the track plate, and we're just using these metal clamps to tighten everything down with a small Phillips head screwdriver and then a large Phillips head screwdriver. Once the saw is aligned on the track as designed, and again, read the directions on this, you should be good to go. You should be able to just set it on the track and slide it. Now you want your blade right next to that slide, or right next to that plastic part of the track for your first cut. The directions even mention setting the blade so that it cuts just a little bit of that plastic off in your first cut. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this first cut. We've got everything measured out. We've got our laser level marking a straight line as well. So we're really trying to do this to spec and get a really straight line with our track saw. Double checking everything before we go, and then we're gonna go. If everything's set up right, you should cut through that material you're cutting through like a warm knife through butter. Now, one pro tip I should have learned before I started was to use a blade with more teeth instead of less teeth, and that is going to help reduce the, it's just going to give you a cleaner, finer cut on the material you're using, and that's pretty important if you're using expensive material like Baltic birch. In any case, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around.